सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पादं शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं कृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्। मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवम्। I misplaced that paper. मूकं करोति we finished. यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैः स्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमो वनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः। ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुः देवाय तस्मै नमः। देवाय तस्मै नमः। योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। उपासनाश्रितो धर्मो जादे ब्रह्मणि वर्तते प्रागुत्पत्तेरजं सर्वं तेनासौ कृपणः स्मृतः। अतो वक्ष्याम्यकार्पण्यम् अजादिः समतां गतम् यथा न जायते किञ्चित् जायमानं समन्ततः। आत्मा ह्याकाशवज्जीवै घटाकाशैरिवोदितः घटादिवच्च सङ्घातै जादावेतान्निदर्शनम्। So in the first verse he said, these people who, though they have the understanding that Brahman is ajadam, that much in the understanding is there for Brahman is never born. But I am born now. That is the problem. I am in the Jada Brahma. I am born. Hence, what should I do to reach that Brahman which is ajada? Is only by upasana. This is here his understanding is Chudram, partial. Why? You cannot gain anything. Why? You cannot gain Brahman. Already gained. Nitya Upalabdhi Swarupaha Brahma. So, if you have understood that Brahman is Ajadam, that Brahman I am also you have to understand. There is no more struggling to reach that. When once you understand I am that Brahman, appear to have born in this body, then knowledge has taken place. But his knowledge is not really knowledge. Karpanya dosha is there in that. It's a miserly knowledge. Knowledge which is only partial. Hence what do? They do upasana to some Ishta Devata, to some whatever. For what? Let me reach that state. He is not talking about the worldly people at all. They do upasana for various other things. As we told you, Gaudapada is talking from the Shringa, from the very peak of experience. So he is not talking about, he is talking about that man who is doing upasana to be Brahman. To be Brahman. To be Brahman is a contradiction in terms. Have you understood this? To be Brahman is not at all understanding. Then what is that? I am Brahman is the understanding. So what is his knowledge? Shudra knowledge, very limited knowledge. And he will never reach. That is another problem. He will never reach that state because the way that he has chosen is not the right way. Suppose you go on a wrong way to your destination, you will reach somewhere else but not your destination. Similarly, this man also will reach upasana, he will go on doing. So even to worship just because I want to be a jnani, that also is not correct according to Gaudapada. It's only Shudra Jnana. He said in the first, now he gives examples for all that, and he said in the second verse, Ado vakshyami agarpanyam ajadi. Now, I will tell you, a pradijna vakyam is given to us, I will tell you about vakshyami. I will tell you, agarpanyam, that which is not described to you, that Brahman which is free from all limitations. Karpanya dosha is not there in it, in all limitations. And what is it? Ajadi. It's not born. Is it not? Causeless, Gurudev used to say. Causeless. If you think that the Brahman is the Karanam for this world, it itself has no cause. Causeless cause. Vakshyami akarpanyam ajadi, not born, samadam gadam, and homogeneous in everything equally, sarvatragam. Sarvatragam. Sarvavyabi Brahman. Samata means homogeneous. Yesterday also Gurudev told you, homogeneously present. Samoham sarvabhudeshu. Krishna also says in the Gita, I am equal in every being. Not that I have any peculiar, attachment to any particular, nothing of the sort. Then how is it that some are very dear to you, like Prahlada, Dhruva, etc.? He doesn't consider them more dear than anybody else. Probably I think Bhagavan's eyes are always red and tearful. You know that? For the suffering people. In the Narayana, he writes like that. Suryasparthi Girida Murta Tilaga Prodbhasi Balandaram Karunya Agula Netram. The netrams are become agulam with karunyam, with compassion. The compassionate Lord doesn't have any difference between anybody. Then why a Prahlada or a Meera are more? He says they know me as themselves. So they have come closer to me. What can I do? I am not partial. They have chosen to choose me against all the attractions of the world. Remember in the seventh Sarvaeva udaraha. Everybody is dear to me, but they come, they own me because they have realized the oneness with me. They have reached the state of tadatmyam with me. We are all ready to find fault with even God. But we don't do what should be done. What to do? You also walk like a Dhruva, like a Prahlada towards the Lord. You also will reach. Now, samadam gada, I am equal in everybody. I have no particular partiality towards anybody. Yadhana jayade kinjit jayamanam samantataha. Though so many things are appearing in front of you as though they are born, jayamanam samantataha, around you, in fact, nothing is born. Kinjit na jayate. Then what is all the appearance? There is no reality in it. Like the blue color of the akasha has no reality, but I am seeing, I am experiencing. Experience is no yardstick for realization or reality. Is not the yardstick of reality just because I am experiencing it. So many things we experience which are not real. In one stroke they remove the pratyaksha pramana also. I have seen it with these eyes, we see. You understand? Eyes itself is not a perfect instrument, that you must know. Eyes are not a perfect instrument. Everything you are seeing upside down because of the optical illusion. Okay. So he says, kinjit jayamanam samantataha. Oh, agarpanyam means niravayavam. Atma. Atma has no peculiarities like sajadiya, vijadiya, sogata, bheda. Sajadiya veda, because there is only one Atma. There is no sajadi, no vijadi also. So sajadiya veda bhedam is ruled out. Vijadiya bhedam, that also is ruled. There is no jadi at all for Atman. That is also ruled out. In itself, to have Vedas, there should be avayavas. See, a tree has got Sogata Beheda because its branches are different, its trunk is different, its fruits are different, its flowers are different. There is Behedam in itself. But in Atman there is no such thing because Atma is Niravayavaha. Niravaya, have you heard that word? Always, you don't understand it correctly always. Niravayava means it doesn't have, it is not part and whole. Then what it is? Only one whole thing. There is no parts. Like we have got our leg and hand and there are parts. Or the Agni has got the sparks. You know? Like that. Like that is Atman, we can't say because it is Niravayavaha. Why it is Niravayava? Because if there is Avayava, that thing will die. Nasham is there. Where did we learn it? Avayava. Which verse in Advaita Makaranda? I don't remember now the verse number, but there is in Advaita Makaranda. That Avayavam means it will perish. It is a substance, it will perish. So, Sogata Bheda also is not there, Niravayavatvad. And it is not born. And because it is not born, no Sotanasham. This has come in the Advaita Makaranda. That by itself it will not die. Only that which is born will die. There is no death by usual causes. Okay, but will it die by some other causes? That also is not there because it has no avayava. Niravayatvat means Sogata Bheda Rahitatvat. Sogata Bhedam is not there. Vijadiya Bhedam is not there. Sajadiya Bhedam. All the three Bhedas are denied in the Atman, and hence is Samadam Gadam and become homogeneous Egatma Pratyaya Saram. One Atman alone in everything. You can't say, that a little less Atma in that man. In this man more Atma. No such thing. 1 spoon more Bhagavan put in there. Everyone has put only 1 spoon, let us say. That is samatha. Then why some are radiant with, with their knowledge? Because they have removed the gross muck from the Atman, the self. Ajnanenaiva jnanam ajnanena avridam jnanam ajnanena avridam jnanam nena muhyanti jantavaha. So, you and I are all same Atma only. But the difference is, no difference between you and me, but Mahatmas and all of us, there is difference. What is the difference? The Mahatma's Atma is very, very, without any covering. Transparent. So he shines. Our Atma is covered by Ajnanam. Hence we look dull. Gurudev will say, Munja Pata Brahman Marirka. In Tamil Nadu, when he takes class, he will say, Yaradu Munja Patak Brahman Shulman. Because face is the index of the mind. Okay. Samadangada kinjit jayamadam samantadaha. Therefore, if we accept world is the avayava of Brahman, savayava, sagaram, then everything will happen. Savayava, sagara has got death also in the end, which is not the case with the Brahman, and we cannot accept the world as his body. In Virat Upasana and all, we say world is his body, etc. That is only all avandara vakyas, not a really truthful words. You understand? Not real word. And limited by, and then it will become limited by space, time and causation. And what is Atma? Akarpanyam, aparichinam. Not conditioned by anything. That, about that Atman I will tell you. He says, all-pervading reality. Samadam Gada means homogeneously present in each and every being in the world. Everything in the world. Homogeneous is that Atman. Having said that, reality is homogeneous and all-pervading. The expression Sama means, here Gurudev writes, Sama means, the master means that the reality is homogeneous and all-pervading. Everywhere it is there. There is never not a thing in this world in which it is not there. Because if it is not there, that thing does not exist. Existence is denied. Suppose you say there is no Atma in this stone. Then the stone is not there. Have you understood this logic? Because Atman is Satsarupa. The very existence in the existing things is Atma. So if you say this thing does not exist, then there has no Atma in it, then it has no existence. And if it has no existence, what is the use of talking about it? It is asat, not even mithya. It doesn't, sat and asat. It is not there at all. What is the use of talking about Shashavishanam Vandhyaputra like that? Not there at all. They made one song also, a poem also about it. That they went and bathed in some, what is it? Mirage water, and then collected the Akasha Pushpa and Shashavishana, something only. He takes that Shashavishana and goes the Vandhyaputra. All are non-existent things. There is no water in the mirage, first of all, to bathe. That is one poem. Some poet has made. Okay. Now he said, Jayade kinjit jayamanam samandataha. Therefore, what you see, that which is never born itself can never give birth to anybody. How can we say that is not born? But that unborn thing has got so many children. How can that be? The impossibility is there. You understand? So, we cannot accept the fact that all this is born out of Brahman. Brahman is the Karanam. We cannot say. In a way it is Karanam. Now can you say the rope is the Karanam for that snake? Poor rope didn't do anything. You went and saw a snake on it. Took it as the alamanam and saw the rope. Saw the snake. In what way is it the Karanam? Only way is a relationless relationship. That is, it was lying there harmlessly. And you went and saw a snake on it. That snake is not bound to the rope, is it not? Does it require any much logic to know that? Definitely that rope has not given birth to the snake. It cannot. So also that Ajada Brahman which is never born, and it cannot be the cause of the world. Then what about I am saying, how about you are seeing the snake? In the same way. You understand? This waking world and the dream world which we have denied their reality. How do I see it? Because it is appearing to me like that. It is only an appearance, not real. And this vada which he is going to give here in this Vedanta, Advaita Pramana, Advaita Prakaranam is Ajadi Vada and Asparsha Vada. Both are almost same, but little bit different. Advaita Ajadi Vada. That is the greatest contribution of Gaudapada to Vedantic thought. Ajadi, nothing is born. What about Jiva? Jiva also not born. Then you will quote from the Smriti. Mama evamsho jivaloke jivabhudas sanatana. How can this? Then we say, Smriti is no pramanam when you are quoting Shruti. Like this, the arguments will go on. Smriti is for a lesser understanding people. That's all. Nothing is born. So he says here, whether we look within or without, we experience nothing but that unborn, homogeneous existence which is the same throughout. And hence try to become that. That is what we call mukti. In the previous chapter he said, na nirodhaha na utpattihi. Neither is there. And hence you are not bound to anything, nor you are a sadhaka. Having understood this truth about the Ajadivada, then what is there to do? What can I do? I understand that I am Brahman. Helplessly you understand you are Brahman. Nothing more is to be done. That is all. So what should, after the class the student will always ask, what should I do then? What can we say? So Ramana Maharshi got so angry, he said, go and chumma iru. That's all. What can I do? Chumma iru. Because you think that Brahman is attained by doing something. Karma kodibihi is not, even kodi karmas cannot give you Brahman. Only when you understand I am Brahman, you attain. You feel comfortable if somebody says, okay, you do, from now onwards you do 10 malas. Very religiously you will do. And after 10 years you meet that teacher, you feel like beating her or him. You understand? 10 years I am practicing this, nothing has happened. Nothing will happen because that which has to be jnadavyam, that which has to be known, you want to do something and gain as an object, it is not going to happen in this life or in any life. Greatest fun is as you go nearer and nearer to the truth, you become more and more indifferent to all anushtanams also. You give up everything. Finding there is no utility. But initially, we have to do. For keeping the mind focused. For that we are doing, not for anything else. Okay. Atma hyakashavad jivaihi ghadakashairiboditaha ghadadivaccha sankhadai jada vedan nidarshanam. So, Atma, Yukti Pramanam, 3 to 9th verses, 3rd to 9th verses are, Gaudapada is using Yukti, logic to prove. Now he says, Yukti Pramana is given, both Akasha and the Paramatma have got similar, the Lakshanas, let us say, Samanya. Samanya is there. What is that? Atma agashavad, like the Akasha is the Atma. What jivaihi gadagashaireboditaha. In Atma what happens? In Akasha what happens? Akasha is subtle, niravayavam and sarvagatam. This is from Bhashya. Akasha is subtle. Among all the objects in the world, Akasha is subtlest, let us say. Subtler than Akasha is Atma. That is why when we describe Atma, we say subtler than the subtlest. In the world, what is subtlest? Akasha. And subtler than that subtlest is Atma. Because unless I am conscious, I will not even recognize space. I won't see space. So my knowledge of space depends on my consciousness. And if I am not conscious of a thing, that thing does not exist for me. So the very existence of Atma, of the Akasha, depends on the consciousness. Here he says Atma, Akasha is subtle, niravayavam. Akasha doesn't have any particular avayavam. Where is its hands, where is its leg and all, you don't ask. Sarvagadaha, it is everywhere. And this applies to Atman also. Atman also is subtle, Niravayava, Sarvagataha. So both are on identical grounds, and he says, he gives a illustration for this. Gatopādhi Agashavad Jivaihi Gatakashaihi Ivodidaha. The Gatopādhi Parischinna Mahakasham. Akasha is Parichinnam. Akasha is limited by the Ghatas. Ghata means the pot. When you make a pot, that pot encircles the space. After making the pot, you don't take one, something is kept there. And what are you doing? I am putting space in the pot. What do we say? No potter, even the most ignorant potter won't say that. The space is already there when you have made a pot. Parischinna, gadakarena parischinnaha. Gadopādhi parischinna mahakasham. Gata upadhi. Upadhi parischinna ubahida chaitanyam. And what is inside? Inside Akasha. Akasha was made just to put in, is it a raw material? To be put in every pot. So when Akasha is exhausted, what will we do? Now that is a problem. Now oil is exhausted, what will we do? In the same way, Jiva is born like that. Now, tell me, is Akasha born? Is Akasha inside a pot born at any time? No. Akasha was already there. Is it not? When I made the pot, Akasha was encircled by that pot Ubadhi. If this is clear, and hence under no condition, he is going to give examples why it is not, Drishtantam is going to be extended here. Why it is not so? Because the space is uncontaminated no matter what the pot holds. You understand? Space is not contaminated. Then what is contaminated? The upadhi is contaminated. Upadhi vishesham it is. Not space. Space is always immaculately pure. You understand? So, but the spittoon pot is different from the Ganga Jal pot. Yesterday also he said about the spittoon. The content of the pot is different, but the space in the pot is not different from the spittoon pot to the Ganga Jal pot to the honey pot to the vase. That Akasha has no change. Mahakasha never changes. So when you break the pot, what happens? Only the Akasha in it will mingle with the Mahakasha. Not all the dirt in it also will go into Akasha. No. It will go to the earth, I suppose. All the dirt. And Jiva Bhava is exactly like this says here, Gaudapada. He says here, both are Gadopadi Parischinna Mahakasham is Gadakasham. Is it clear? No doubt about it. Dehopadhi Parischinna Paramatma is called Jiva. What is Parischinna? The container. Parischinna means container. What is the container in Jiva? Body, etc. Body, Indriyas, etc. Is what conditions that body, and what is inside the content is not different. The Jiva Bhava that you give is only The upadhi different. That is why Gaudapada does not cater to your Bahujiva Vada. There are no Bahujivas. Bahu upadhis are there. Bahuvidham. You cannot say the Akasha is different in different pots. No. Only one Akasha. Yes or no? If it is identical to the Jiva, then Jiva also is only one. Now you Dvaidins will always give argument, then one person gets realized all Jivas will get misunderstanding. He is going to say in the later verses. We will see that later. Now, at the moment. So, what is the understanding from this verse? That what is inside the pot, the Ghatakasha, is not born. It is only the existing Akasha was encircled. Okay. Then Jiva is also never born. Said before, Jiva is never born. Then Jiva Bhava, you give to that Deha Upadhi Parishchinna Atma. Who is a Jiva? Dehopadhi Parishchinna Atma. Like the pot space. Atma space, probably, I don't know. Gurudev said very beautifully that Gatadivash ivascha sankhade jadavedan nidarshanam. This is the so gross forms are said to be created from the reality, as pot space is said to be produced from the total space. Pot space is not produced from the total space, pot in the total space. Pot is in the total space. That is when you word it, you must correctly word it, that's all. The pot inside the space, like a pot if you put in the water, inside the pot is the water, outside the pot is water, and the pot itself is in water. That pot, is porous, hence there also only water. There is nothing but water. Similarly, it is in the space. It's floating in the space. We are all floating in the Paramatma. Okay? And where is Paramatma? Inside? Outside? Even Andara, even in between. Is only. Now everything meaning comes, then you understand very clearly the meaning of Gita. When we understand the Upanishad, why? Because Upanishad mantras are the very foundation of Gita. Andar Bhagishcha Tat Sarvam Vyapya Narayana. This is from Narayana Sukta. Andar Bhagishcha Tat Sarvam Vyapya. So then, if you have understood this verse, then the rest of the verse we just go. That is all. So, is it born? Is pot space born? No. Then, is Jiva born then? I don't know. If pot space is not born, Jiva also is not born. Because identical they are. Akashavat. Idhakashastido nityam vayu sarvatra go mahan tada sarvani bhudani masthani ityupadaraya. In the Gita. Jiva, when he says, Mama evamsho jiva loge jiva bhuta sanadana. Jiva bhava is apprehended because the existence principle is there. And we think a jiva is born. Like we say pot space is born. Pot space is never born. Pot space is never born. We also say, the space is not sufficient here. So I have to increase the space here. What increase the space? You have to widen the room, not increase the space. If you want more place for more people to sit, then you have to... you cannot go and buy. Now I want 10 more cubic feet of space. Who will give? Ask the engineers. They cannot buy space in the market. Only thing is break that and build better, wider room. And again take more space from Mahakasha. That is all we are doing. Okay, Eka Jiva Vada will stand in this. Bimba Pratibimba Vada, if it doesn't stand, those who are not believers, Bimba Pratibimba Vada also it will stand. If you are a Eka Jiva Vadi. Otherwise it won't stand. See, Bahujiva Vadis, they are Dvaidins. They want to khandanam of the Eka Jiva Vada. So they will argue from that point. We are saying what? Even if there are 100 mirrors in a room, the Pratibimba is only... they all appear different because some are concave, some are convex, some are deshi. Mirror. So the reflection appears to be different. That nanatvam is because of the upadhi, not because of the bimbam. If you understood this, then even bimba pratibimba also there is only one. I myself am appearing in all the mirrors, but some mirrors are defective mirrors in which my head looks different. But there is no doubt in my mind that it is me. To a Vedantin, Ekajiva Vada, and it need not that every time, and they bring about arguments like if one jiva realizes, then all must realize because Ekajiva Vada. That doesn't hold good. We will come to it later when the argument comes. Okay? And the malinyam in each pot is because of the upadhi malinyam, not because of the akasha malinya. Akasha is ever immaculate. There is no malinyam in it. So here Gaudapada gives, the limitation is in the upadhi and not in the content. The content is immaculate always, but the container can be defective. So, if you are saying there are a Bhagujiva from the point of view of the container, we are saying Ekajiva Vada from the point of view of the content. Is that clear? Which is real in these two? Content is real. You understand? This is how they will argue. Content is only reality. The upadhi is a coming and going thing. Hence we don't accept that. Whatever defects it has, it is its own defect, not the defect of the content. Hence, Ekajiva Vada is Shiva. That is auspicious. To think like that is auspicious for a Vedantin. Bahujiva Vada only because when you are looking at it from the Upadhi Drishtya. But from the Chaitanya Drishtya, there is only one Chaitanya illumining all the Upadhis. Sankhadam is there, Karyakarana Sankhadam, which is the physical and subtle bodies. Karyakarana Sankhadam. All the Sankhadam means conglomerates of everything, or the assemblage of all the bodies, assemblage of the subtle body, physical body, etc. Karana Shariram, etc. So, Sankhadam Sthula Sukshma Shariram, not he didn't say about Karana Shariram, Sankhade Jadavedan Nidarshanam is said to be created from the reality. So, gross forms are said to be a pot state. If you say a pot space is produced from the total space, then only you can say that a jiva is produced from the Atman. Atman did not produce any jiva. Jiva is a misunderstanding. Jiva bhava is a misunderstanding. And then you say, here it is said, first he created jiva, then he entered into it in the Upanishad. You know, you must remember that the Upanishad rishis are struggling with words to explain the inexplicable. So you must have some kindness towards them. They are not able to tell you exactly how they are apprehending it because of the impotency of the words. That is it. That way, between your words and between your actual understanding, there is a gap. And that gap you must fill with your own intellectual understanding. Is it clear? Okay. Now, said to be clear, this is the illustration for the manifested word Nidarshanam. Nidarshanam means illustration. This is the illustration. In this verse, the whole Jiva Srishti Nishedham is carried out by Gaudapada. He says, no Jiva was created, and no world also is created. Both are mere appearance. So, you are giving reality to Jiva. And then say Jiva is, or they have got a different existential identity. No. Jiva is also part of the world only. If the world is unreal, Jiva is also. So, Gaudapada always insists, neither the Jiva is born, nor the world is born. Both are appearing in the Paramatma. Jiva Sankhadam. All that is an appearance. Jiva is not born out of Paramatma, and no world is born out of it. Then I am seeing the Jiva. You are also seeing the pot space. You cannot say the pot space is specially manufactured by the Mahakasha to fill into various pots you are making. Nothing of the sort. So Jiva is only a Jiva Bhava, is also a Mithya. When will I know that the pot space is independent of the pot? Broken. When the pot is destroyed, it merges with the Mahakasha. Then you know that whether there is any dirt or anything, that also it leaves with the pot and space merges with the space. Mahakasha, Ghatakasha. So how do you know that Jiva is also a Mithya? When the Ubadhis are broken. How to break the Ubadhi? That is what is the meaning of meditation. When the mind, intellect, equipment has come to a stop, halt in meditation.
But Jiva is sentient, world is inert. World is inert and Jiva is sentient.
Sentient from what standpoint? Everything is sentient. Even my body is sentient. Not only Jiva. Everything appears to be sentient. You mean to say that even a plant is sentient? That is all reflected consciousness, is it not?
But not a stone.
Eh?
But not a stone.
Stone has no mind intellect. Na? Stone has no equipment, no ubadhi. Otherwise it will also be conscious. Stone does not have mind, intellect, equipment. Jiva is a kalpana, Jiva kalpana we say in very many places in the scripture. Jiva is a kalpana. And you may invest it with sentiency or no sentiency, it's up to you. Because you who have created that Jiva in your mind, you will do whatever you want. Not only Jiva, even our body is sentient. The mind is sentient, the intellect is sentient, everything is sentient now. Why? Why did Drugdrisha Viveka? Drugdrisha Viveka says, because of the Chidabhasa. Mind becomes sentient because of its connection with the Chid. Chijjada Sandhi, we say. Chijjada. Right? If you have doubts, you must read. What? Drugdrisha Viveka again. In it is said. So here, I do not think that only Jiva is, among the born things, Jiva alone is not sentient. Borrowed consciousness from the Atman in all these things. In the world also, what you see, the pluralistic world is so dynamic and vibrant in borrowed consciousness.
Example here is iron bar borrows heat and the
Exactly.
from the
Anyonya dhyasa.
similarly
They, by itself, even the mind intellect is only a borrowed existence. Before, it had no sentiency. It was only insentient because it is also Panchamahabhutas in a subtle form. We have learned all that in Tattvabodha. We have to go back to Tattvabodha again. And we have learned it. Then how did it become so dynamic and so powerful in thinking and acting? The body, which is also a Jadavastu. The moment this reflection is taken away from the body, body dies. So all sentiency also belongs to Atman. All existence also belongs to Atman. What about Ananda? You can't explain Ananda. Ananda also. Why? Because it is Anantam. Whereas we are not Anantam. Nothing in this world is Anantam. Satyam, Jnanam, Anandam, Brahma. We remember in this, the Prakaranam is, where Advaita Prakaranam, we are only concentrating on the everything else other than that is Brahma, Satyam, Jagan, Mithya. And Jagat includes Jiva. Jagat also includes Jiva. Okay. It's very interesting to go on thinking like that, because that is how thinking only you reached to higher levels of understanding. Nobody can understand this very naughty truth from the book. Nobody. You have to go on putting it in your mind and go on turning it within, and then you will see lights will come out for you. Within. No world is born out of it. Of course, we say, when we are in doubt, we can take the word of Gaudapada, because we know Gaudapada is a great Rishi because of that. He is not an ordinary third-rate contenter. No such thing. So, when we are in very much doubt and book does not, then the Shastra is the Pramana. Karya. Vyavastide Shastram te pramanam. Tasmat Shastram te pramanam. So Shastram will be the pramanam. Shabda Pramanam is thus held as the highest Pramanam, supreme court in Vedanta is the Shabda Pramanam, the scriptural. Anyway, and both are beyond, and the points of comparison between the Akasha and the Atman are both are subtle, both are homogeneous, and both are beyond all contamination. This we have to know. If you throw something at the Akasha, dirt, then nothing can contaminate it. Air is contaminated. When you say bad smell, a rat is dead and you get a bad smell, it has nothing to do with Akasha. Akasha is not contaminated by anything that happens under it. But the air gets contaminated. And in the order of reality, air is lower than Akasha. Okay? So then, he says here, very nicely Gurudev had given the explanation for this verse in the book. Please read. So it is only in the language of delusion that we can conveniently make use of the expression that the names and forms have been created from the Supreme Reality. Nothing is created from the Supreme Reality. Supreme Reality, in fact, is not any Karanam, it is not Karyam also. Why it is not Karyam? For three reasons. The Vadas I have given you before. It is not, Karyakarana Vadam is not accepted, and Parinama Vadam is not accepted. And what is the only accepted Vada is Vivarta Vada. Vivarta Vada means the immaculate Brahman, in it you are seeing so many things. You have superimposed a whole world. Not one world, many worlds. We have superimposed on that Nitya Nirmala Brahman. Nitya Nirmala Akasha, also Nitya Nirmala. So, Ghadadishu Pralineshu Ghadakashadayo Yatha Akashe Sampraliyante Tadvajjivai Atmani Ghadadishu Pralineshu, when the Gadha, etc. are dissolved, when in its destruction it goes back. Now when we die, our bodies, we never die, no, only body dies, Gurudev said. Every body dies but nobody dies. Okay, when this body dies, what happens? Panjatvamapu, we say. They go back to the five elements from which it has come. This is made up of five elements. When I die, what happens? It goes back. The Agni Tattvam goes to the Agni Tattvam, the Vayu Tattvam goes to Vayu Tattvam. Is it not? Agni, Vayu, water. Water also starts. First it becomes swollen and then decomposition is like and then it becomes dried and will become a mummy. Like in the Egyptians, they used to make it into mummies and preserve it. Okay. And the water element goes, heat element definitely goes even before you know he is dead, that heat has left the body. Space, like Gurudev says, unnecessarily you occupied this space for some 60, 70 years, now you have vacated it. So it is time to vacate now, space. So you people wanted to give me what? Some things they wanted to give. Some I said, please, I want to get rid of the things I have because what? When we are going on that long prasthanam, how many things you can carry? The baggage should... A time will come when you don't want anything.
You go to Mansarovar Yatra, you will know. Kailash Yatra, don't carry any luggage because you can. Similarly, no luggage.
We can't travel for 10 miles also without a huge luggage. What nonsense. So then he says here, when it pralineshu gadagashadayo yatha, what happens to gadagasha? When gada is broken, it goes back to its original, the upadana karana, clay. It goes back to the clay. What happens to gadagasha? Gadagasha merges with the... So also when this body dies, what happens? Body goes to the Pancha Mahabhutas. And what about the Atman, the self which is Chidakasha, let us say, inside me? What happens to that? That also merges. Tadvat jiva iha atmani. Iha atmani. I didn't even hear. So, nirvikara advaya atma. In it, it merges all the jivas. All those who were thinking that I am this body, mind and intellect, that jiva bhava itself disappears because the upadhi is gone. When the mirror is broken, the reflection goes back to the bimbam. Similarly, it will go back to the Atman, the self. We will see later. Om. Hari.